Makinig ka at makinig ka ng mabuti. Dahil sasabihin ko lang ito ng isang beses. Wala akong pake kung saan ka man nanggaling, pero merong mga tuntunin dito na kailangan mong sundin. Mga tradisyon na kailangan mong alamin. Ang unang tradisyon, ang maskara, itago ang tunay na mukha sa hindi kasinlahi. Ang ikalawang tradisyon, ang baluarte, alagaan ang sariling teritoryo. Ikaw ang batas, urado at bertugo ng iyong nasasakupan. Ang ikatlong tradisyon, ang salinlahi, ipaalam sa maestro ang pagsasalinlahi. Pupuksain ng sino mang lumabag dito. Ang ikaapat na tradisyon, ang pag-aaruga. Habang ang isang bata ay iyong inaaruga, panagutan mo ang lahat ng kanilang kilos at salita. Ang ikalaman ng tradisyon, ang pagmamano. Igalang at magbigay-pugay habang nasa teritoryo ng iba. Ang ika-6 na tradisyon, ang kamatayan. Isang maestro lang ang pwedeng pumunsa sa isang kasinlahi. Sundin niyo ang itong mga tradisyon at magiging madali ang pamumuhay mo dito. Kundi, malalaman mo anong mangyayari kung ikaw ay sumukol. Makinig ka.
That was a poor transition.
I am making our playlist as we speak. Carry on, my friends.
All right. Welcome to the final session for 2024. I always have to keep that tagline. For like every time I'm gonna be telling people, hey, it's the last session of 2024. Don't worry, we'll continue the regular programming after the Christmas holidays. And it's already December 4th. But given that Christmas tends to be a bit more hectic and busy and around this time of year for us fellow Filipinos, I think it would be wise and prudent for all of us to take a holiday break. But we will resume. I would double check date, squint. Oh my god, what was that? I got raided. Oh my god, Kuro. Hello, thank you for the raid. I hope you enjoyed your Hopemas stream. Thank you, Kuro. I appreciate. But yes, Crow raid so much. Yes, along with, of course, a holiday pause, a reminder for everybody that Denma will be hosting a little bit of Hopemas this year. Hopemas 2024, second year in a row. We'll be spending the remainder of December to play some Persona and do some collabs with some friends to raise some funds for Project Hope, what we try to do every year. But yes, tonight's the night in which finally we get more lore, more answers, more enlightenment, more knowledge. But knowledge comes at a price. And I hope that these childers, these Salinlahis, are ready for such price of knowledge before we head on over to the manor, the English, before we head on over to the manor of Doña Filomena. I will give the floor real quick to our resident, our newly crowned, or not by choice. They are now the new, shall we say, Batiao court, the Camarilla court. Jesus. Happy clap, I suppose. Yay, congratulations on the promotion. Your sire's dead. But yeah, give us a recap on what happened to your session, Caesar. Paint us, just to remind people what happened last time.
Patay na si Lola. Patay. Kuno. Patay-patayan. Patay na buhay. patay na buhay.
Is the mic dead?
Sulit.
It's
Bago
too low.
nangyari yung namatay ng ni Donna Lea. May mga bagay siya na pinamana sa akin. Mga alaalang dapat makita. Isang laro, taguan, upang nakita ang aking mga anak. Isa, na kasing asul ng dagat, at isa, na kasing berde, ng kapatagan. Mahal ko kaya sila?
Yes.
Hindi ko alam. Pero hanapin ko sila.
Is that low? It's way too low on the flow, but I got bits and pieces. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I tried placing my mic as close to my mouth, and
There,
apparently
that's
that didn't work.
That's actually good. That whatever length that is. I did hear Kapatagan in Ocean, but if it's just for, I'm sorry, you have to do an encore of your performance. My bad. I was like, I really tried to hear it, but if you could give a encore of mouth performance by Riz and Sisa, just
I should do an off-mouth summary.
okay,
No,
for sure.
long story short, Sisa had to speak for the last time with her Lola Alea. And that's where Lola Alea revealed stuff about Sisa's past. Since she doesn't remember truly what happened to her, and that's how she finds out what were the fate of her kids and what the fate of Alea's people were before ending up with the Camarilla. And now Sisa is on this sort of quest to find her sons. One whose soul the color of the ocean, and another one whose soul is green like the fields. That's it. So,
Yes.
and yeah, she died burning in the sun, supposedly.
I mean, not her. Someone else. Oh my god, she didn't die.
Yeah. The grandma.
Yeah, just for confirmation.
Grandma dead.
Grandma dead. Not a resident.
Not Cynthia, it's grandma.
Yeah, wrong person.
It's the grandma who's dead. Yeah.
Exactly. So we just had to confirm. Sweat.
Just to make sure.
Yeah.
Because Malkavians can be confusing.
Yes. But is she truly dead? We shall never know because Sisa is still haunted by the voice.
The grandma. Yeah, that's a long short.
Thank you for that recap. I appreciate it. 1XP, remind me to do that. We weren't able to do a proper session last time given time, but we will definitely dedicate more time for the conversation that will transpire. Before anything else, I would like Noe to do a quick politics roll, intelligence and politics. You can add your creative logic to this. No, I don't think Zacharias. I mean, she's in the library, like the known public library that's situated in Intramuros. There's like a slowly building area there for knowledge books. There's also the Manila Library. where you've, borrowed some
Alright.
books and learned. But that's during the times at night that you went to her. And you're trying to go straight to her location. Since it's you trying to deduce, if she is
Where
not
she
in
is.
said areas, yeah. Like, based on context clues and what the conversations you've had with her in the past. So this is where your creative logic comes in.
Okay. What's the difficulty? What should I roll? 6,
Just
7?
7 above. At least 2 successes.
Alright. Please, good sir, don't give me a 1. Okay, thank you. Alright, that's 4.
Nice. Nice. Hens. Okay. That's actually really
Hi,
good
Henley.
rolls. There's a couple back and forths as you remember the conversations in your head. You realize in much of the the little things that she has told you when you borrowed books from the small talk. She often spoke of, like, she would never go anywhere. Not like she has a choice. Those layered conversation of like, if you ever need her, she's just here. Not like I'm going anywhere. Sounds like a bird in a gilded cage. And she does mention of, I live in places where most of, I have a humble abode where most scholars would stay. Especially me, seat of power. She is still part of the advisory board, but she kind of jokes on how she was under house arrest. You realize she's peppered much of the conversation to let you know that she's bound to things and she's expected to be used by her knowledge. You realize she did openly mention a barracks where most of those that work for the library have been placed. Yung mga scholar ng bayan. Term that they've used for the smart ones, much as her. They all have dormitories off to a place in Pasig. It's definitely it's a militarized barrack. So this would be surrounded by batas militar of sorts. But this particular place, you would find it's kind of like a hole in a wall. Hidden in plain sight between, like, it's a standalone house. Still its own place, but still within reach of the soldiers should there be any problems. With your creative logic, you will also know that perhaps this place, it might, what do you call this? It might be warded. Might be. It is not her.
I'm just gonna check now with Auspex. Noah activates it as they are walking towards the place, and he has this thought. Immediately activates it.
As you do that, can you roll an intelligence in occult?
Intelligence occult. This creative logic or spell specialty fall.
This would be more, I would say you get an extra dice because you have been exposed to wards before, thanks to Padre Zachariah's wards. So you have +1, add
Right.
1 +1 to your dice pool. I would say treat this more of creative logic.
Okay, that's a 10d10. Alright. D10. Okay, there we go. 4 or 5 successes.
5. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's remove
He's a smart
1.
boy.
4 successes though, but it's still enough. In your auspex, you see the telltale wards similar to that of intramuros. But, much to your surprise, it's faint. But you sense another ward. A ward from within. It's almost hidden if you weren't actively seeking it. Other than, of course, the obvious wards of the eyes and the ears and, you know, that sensation that you're being watched. From inside, there's like this layer of... There's like another layer, like barricading these eyes from looking in.
Oh, so there's a ward for looking in, and there's a ward inside from keeping from anything from being seen.
I mean, you realize that you might be dealing with a very old vampire who, you know, is playing along but will refuse for her privacy to be, you know, violated as much.
So really, in modern terms, the CCTV is only outside.
Yep.
Okay. Got it. So everyone is with Noe as he guided everyone with
Yes.
him, right?
Yes.
Except
yes.
Sisa. I imagine Sisa's not here.
No, Sisa is not here, unfortunately.
Okay. Then
Jepo is also here. Whimper.
Depo is also here. Okay. Then for Lucia's sake, I will declare this being translated to Spanish.
Mhm.
And this is being translated to Spanish. So he will say, ito ang lugar. Pero mga kaibigan, mag-ingat tayo. Pinapakinggan tayo sa labas.
A question?
Don't carry let out a huff.
Then why?
Really? Talaga?
Hmm?
Talaga ba? I like, you see him kind of like,
Oo.
you see him do like the up yours, to whatever it is. Like he's like it's essentially he raises his fist, puts his arm on the like, you know, like basically an up yours to wherever.
Yeah?
Oo na, Padre, naintindihan ko. Pinapanood tayo ng Diyos nyo. Huwag mo kami isali dyan.
Ay, hindi ko pala nasabi. Mayroong nakalagay na word. I don't know what word is in Filipino, but he says that. May nakalagay na word na nakikita tayo. Yung parang ginawa ni Padre Zacarias sa simbahan namin.
So, ano magagawa natin? Nakikita na ba nila tayo?
From this distance, like, would the wards generally see us?
I need all of you to roll stealth.
Like the outside wards, the outside CCTV.
Yeah, all of you need to roll stealth. If you guys have the ability of obfuscate, you can add that to your roll. This is a dexterity and stealth. I would say this is 7 above
Before
3 successes.
Before this roll is made, he will say, kung gusto natin na hindi makita pagpasok, kailangan natin maging tahimik at mabilis. At pagpasok natin, hindi tayo makikita. Trust me. May mga ginawa titong si Doña Filomena. Ang labas lang ang naka-ward.
Good communication
Yun mo
skills.
You gotta say it flat when you have a new team.
Nice. Approves. So, with that,
Noah's not good at sneaking.
it's okay. At least
He looks apprehensive as he looks at the idea of sneaking.
don't worry. You just need 3 successes. 3 successes.
3 success. What's the difficulty?
7 above.
I have 4. No, I
So
have.
don't forget a dexterity
I have no dots
plus
in
this.
stealth.
No dots in
I have no-
stealth? That's a
He's not
-1.
sneaky.
It's -1.
So I have a 2.
Oh my god, I just have 1 success.
Okay.
I don't know how I'm gonna get in there.
Ingay kasi ng rosaryo nyo, padre.
Di naman siya gawa sa metal. DM, can I think of a more creative way to go inside that does not necessarily need to be a stealthy person?
With your high roll earlier, you're looking for a blind spot.
Yes.
There is a blind spot side of the house. That warrants everybody to get an immediate 1 success. Just
Okay.
from your roll alone. That's it. But they still have to roll 2 other successes.
So we need 3 successes total.
Yep. Yes. That
Okay.
means a team already passed.
Okay. Okay. Dito tayo. He tries to pull Lucia as she almost steps on a stick or something.
You also pull her out of like the eyes, the line of view of the eyes. I would also roll on behalf of Jetboy.
Okay. I'm gonna spend the willpower. I have not recovered those, but I'm gonna spend it anyway. Okay. 3, 2.
Yeah, there wasn't any session last time, so sorry about that.
Yeah, I couldn't. But that's just a 4d10. Oh, this is gonna suck. DM, should I fail, I invoke an untouchable.
Ooh.
Meaning, if I am seen, it does not immediately direct to me.
Okay. I will roll first for Jetboy.
Okay. Okay. Ama namin! I got you. Yes.
I had my roll though. Oh, Jetboy passes. Wow.
Nice.
No, joke lang. He didn't pass. No, I mean +1.
God dang it.
No, he just passed because of your 1
Okay,
plus
me and
1
Jepoy are
success.
in the same boat.
I know. He passed
no.
because he had 2 successes. He just lost it from the 10, but
Oh.
he had a +1, so Jepo is fine.
Okay, thank goodness.
He's on a better boat.
Can Henley roll or will I roll on behalf of Henley for now? This is for Isko.
May untouchable din yan si Isko sa kaalaman ko.
Yeah. Okay. No worry. No worry.
Feeling ko hindi niya kailangan, criminal pa naman yan.
I will with Henley's permission. Do you want me to roll on your behalf? Or would you like to roll at least on Discord? Isko. Would you like to roll stealth for Isko? Or would you like me to roll for you?
On that note, Tenma,
Yeah.
if Lucia's failing, may I extend the benefits of my untouchable to her?
No.
Is that something I can do?
No.
No. Okay. May I
Because-
sacrifice a success to give to her so that I fail and then I invoke untouchable?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Is that okay? It's fine. It's fine. You sure?
It's fine. It's fine. I actually don't know why I'm sneaking in with you guys.
Why are you?
Why am I? That's a really good question. I don't know. Because
Donya-
she
Oh,
Yeah.
mhm.
this was sorry. This was this was a couple of weeks back, so it's understandable. Just a debrief. Everybody had talks because right now you just murdered a Nosferatu. You murdered an assassin who was trying to kill Jetboy. Jetboy's family is in danger, and one of the people who would try to give insight on why there's a Nosferatu, or at least a hidden aswang doing Jetboy's bidding and you're being framed for it, one of the go-to people that you feel like are allies to give information is Doña Filomena. Noe has basically encouraged Datu team, Don Cario, who are hell-bent on just burning the entire town and, we got the head, kind of like instigate a war. We'll instead get answers from Doña Filomena, who is a known intellect and may know more of the matters of the court on how to handle this. So this was the previous conversation you guys had. It was a couple of weeks ago, so it's understandable that it's not fresh in the memory. No.
She may also have information about beating Robin Padilla.
Yes. So
I see. Okay.
this is
Who is... Yes, go on.
it's okay. It's more or less this is just a way to get mentorship for what looks to be a knowledgeable person in the court, and is yes, given how she put Dato Itim in their place. Like a while back, you guys saw her and how she talks and how she's like, she basically gave words of wisdom as she passed, like, use this to your advantage, use your dayuhan to your advantage. Like, she gave, it's really like smart stuff. Like, yeah. Be smart about it. Be smart about it. Let me roll.
And
Go ahead.
we need to not be seen as we're going to her place. Is that it?
Yep.
There's a CCTV outside, but it's deactivated inside. Is the analogy.
I am so sorry for Isko. My bad. Okay, so both. I'll just put this.
Ay, Isko. Isko, mabibi.
I'm sorry.
I will go with Isko.
Wait. Would you like to roll Isko? You can roll if you. I'd rather the player roll for this. You can re-roll it. You go ahead. Just slash roll 6d10. We can wave it out. That's better. I mean, yeah.
That's much better.
It's much better. Yeah. Yay!
Solo ako, sige.
Okay, just for context on how we're gonna treat the roles here, and proccing the untouchables. The eyes, at least from Noah's standpoint, still with a 1 but better. Yeah, you pass because there's immediately a +1 success as you guys are going to a blind spot. Everybody follows Noah's direction to go to a specific blind spot, but as you pulled Lucia, you realize a bit too late that all eyes were looking at her just before you pulled the blind spot. Just putting it above table, just to put above table and so that the players are aware. The untouchables, as declared, Noe and Isko will not be detected, and all attention will be redirected as to why a nun just happened to be in front of Doña Filomena's house. So, and you guys you'll be untouchable. There will be questions for Lucia later why she's there in the middle of the night. Just a heads up for the players. That will be the consequence for her failed roll. But in this scene, Nowhere realizes the eyes are like they noticed Lucia before we pulled her at the blind spot.
Oh, I'm sorry I could not pull you in time. Looks like they saw you.
It is definitely my fault.
Let's try to think of an alibi together, yes?
An attempt shall be made.
Let's go. We are almost there.
Just as you were speaking, you hear a loud at the door on the side with a lantern up. The shadow, half her face in shadow, with the flickering of the lantern. And she goes, Inside now.
We will go in. Is this a roll?
In the side where the blind spot is, there is a door, and somebody's holding a lantern, and they're telling you to go inside.
Oh, they're telling us. Okay, then we'll go. Come, let's go.
Doña Filomena has a stern face as she's holding a lantern, and she looks at everyone. It's like, inside now. And she closes the door immediately as everyone enters. Closes the door, and it is very silent from within. Anong ginagawa niyo dito? Gabi na.
Alam namin, Donya. Kami dumating para tanungin ang iyong... She says wisdom in Filipino. I don't know that word.
Kaalaman.
Kalaman niya. Para tanungin ang iyong kaalaman.
You lets out a shrug. Hindi ba ito makaintay na mas maagang oras? Kailangan nyo punta dito na parang
Hindi po eh. And then we look towards Jepoy, who I imagine is still
Yep, he's just
flayed. His skin is still flayed.
he's holding his face and he's like whimpering. Like it's a bit inconsolable knowing that time is running out slowly. Oh, he just parang she kind of says, she swaps it to Castilla. Parang magnanakaw kayo. You all act like thieves in the night. Do you not have? Is this a private matter that needs to be away from the eyes of the court? Is this more personal?
I imagine it needs to be away from the eyes, Donya.
Namamas ko
An
po.
assassin.
Is it?
It's Cobra extension.
And you just see like her eyes flick dangerously towards Isko. Then back at no. Yes.
An assassin was sent for Jepoy. We have been told that his parents are in danger.
What is this Jeboy to you?
A friend.
Make friends with idiots now.
Donya, I believe that true friendship transcends race. It should not be...
Donya, wag ka makinig dyan. Rider din yun.
Love that.
Oh wait, I can't understand this. I'm sorry. Scratch.
I mean, you're hearing bits and pieces of like, the Tagalog side of things, and then she swaps to Castilla. Like, what? So then she swaps back to basically the mother tongue. She goes, ano yung kailangan niyo malaman?
What's the name of Robin Padilla again?
Actually, before that, since we are still outside.
No,
No, we're inside.
We're
We're inside.
Oh, we're inside.
Yes. The photo has not changed. I'm sorry. But you are inside. You're fine.
Okay.
Yes, Antonio. Okay.
Go on.
We'd like to know how we can outsmart Antonio. He is a bother to us all.
You're lucky. I know my way of hiding such treacherous words.
I know, Donya. I saw from the outside.
Should the wards have picked up what you said, you would be a dead man, even with your associations with Arias.
There's a gulp from Noe.
Speak dangerously. Such thoughts, scandalous. No eyes are on you since your actions in the court, which I found very... Here's the inside. I'll swap it to. You wish to outsmart him. Easy. Play along with any man with his hubris. Mayabang siya. Akala niya, kontrolado niya lahat. Pero, hindi niya kontrolado lahat.
I see.
Hindi niya kontrolado ang utak ko. Ang utak mo. Kung sa tingin niya, ikaw ay isang kaibigan, hindi kaaway. Or kung kailangan ng away, oposisyon. Oposisyon na that would test his worth in his role. That's why I'm here. He values what I know. I know better than to call him out on certain things unless needed. No better than to stop the flames.
So you're saying either play a friend or a worthy rival?
Better a rival. He would know that you being friendly is more of a ploy. Fake. Why would you be friends with him knowing that your very sire is at odds with him? You are aware of this?
He nods.
They don't see eye to eye, but they work for the same prince.
The same thing. What are they working towards? Noah has like a glint of curiosity in his eye, hearing about Zacharias.
Making this land for their own. Making it their new world. Free of the horrors in their old land.
What?
Begin anew.
Is that what Zacharias told me when he came here? That seems very I'm a Spaniard rather than I am a Catholic.
Yeah. This is vastly different from what Zacharias, because what he told you is like to work with the existing people and, build a society, work with the society and make them civilized as ours. That's what Zacharias told you. What Doña Filomena is telling you is they're taking this land for their own.
It's not about cooperation, it's about
Conquest.
Tyranny?
Tyranny. As with all. As with all those people who think they have power.
But why? He's a man of the Lord.
You think beliefs in a deity would make you a good man?
Oh no.
Kahit dito lubay
Do I need to make an
Yeah, go ahead.
Do I need to make an empathy check to see if this woman is bullshitting me in any way?
Oh, sure. You can make your insight roll. This would be, wits and empathy.
This is gonna be my last willpower. I'm gonna wits and empathy 3, 5, 10. 10.
Can anyone who's listening try to insight then, Ma?
Yes, you may roll for your own respective wits and empathy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 successes. I'm waiting for those who would like to roll for wits and empathy. See if Doña Filomena.
Okay, I'm gonna try to understand what's going on. 'Cause,
Are we standing up while we're talking, or have we seated down at this point?
She remains. She didn't offer it at all. It was like, it's almost like
Okay.
with your role, like as mentioned earlier, with your creative log, all your transactions with her has always been like you're trying to acquire knowledge from her. She knows her role with you to give knowledge, and in that sense, she's currently being useful right now to you. She's telling you, you ask the question, I will answer, kind of thing. but she's not letting you stay too long. Like, she's just like, once we're done with the transaction,
So she's
fuck off.
not lying. She's not lying.
Isko has no idea because it's like a back and forth of like, why can't you stick in one language kind of situation. For
Sabay ako kay Isko.
but you for that you're hearing at least because like she actually turns to you and then translates it to Tagalog. Na you know, as a way of saying like hindi sila dito para sa sibilasyon. Kukunin nila yung lupa natin. Lagi naman ganun. Mga dayuhan na to. So she gave full context to at least bits and pieces to Dato Itim. And Don Carrio's pissed in all this. His teeth gritted. It's like
I'm looking at Don
it's
Cario.
like he was like, I knew, like he's like, I already know this. Why are you telling me this? Face kind of angry, pissed, but he says nothing. He holds his tongue. He knows better than to lash out while Doña Filomena's talking. For Lucia, she's just like, there's too much talking. There's too much back. What is going on? It's like, huh? Like, you know, that's for
Nakasimangot na itong dalawa na naman.
yes. But for Noe, she's telling you as it is. You've known since you've worked with her, in the year you've worked with her in the nights, how she told you about the culture here in the islands, the many tribes. Not once all of this information has been fictional or fabricated. She tells you as it is. Situation of the people, how they feel about the, you know, the presence of the Spaniards. As far as you know, she has told you the truth. As you asked.
There's a quiet prayer uttered in Noah's head. Itim. He takes a few steps back, allowing Itim to sort of speak to her next, because he knows he has something to speak with her about.
I'm gonna step forward. Babrasuhin ko si father. Konting topic lang. I'm gonna tell you. Donya, unang-una salamat sa pagpayo mo sa akin. Gusto ko malaman mo na nakikinig ako sa mga payo mo. Nire-respect ko kita. Kinikilala ko ang kaalaman mo. Kailangan ko ng tulong mo ngayon.
She extends her hand to prepare a mano. Like, you know, remember your traditions, child, kind of thing.
Magmamano ako. Salamat.
And then she looks at.
Bibilisan ko na po ang pagtaka.
She also looks at Isko like, are you gonna? Like, I know you're Filipino. I know you're Filipino. Like, it looks at Isko. I know you're Filipino. Are you gonna mano? Are you gonna mano? Blares.
Lalakihan ko ng mata. Lalakihan ko ng mata si Isko.
Are you gonna
Ay
mano?
pumunta ka doon.
Like, it extends the hand like, are you gonna mano? Are you gonna mano? Like, it's just with her eyes. Remember your traditions.
Makukulam tong batang to.
Do you mano? Your hands remain extended. You see, Itim has made the mano. Yeah, to at least Noe. Yes, to Noe, he's aware of the customs. The pay of respects. This is how the locals would pay respects. Don Cayo actually does the same. And you see for a moment, like, Doña Filomena kind of holds and looks at Don Cario and says, Alala mo na. Alala mo na lahat. And then, he just kind of goes, he nods angrily, glaring. Wala kang ginawa. Alam mo yung nangyari sa akin. Parang ginawa. And then you just see her give a death glare, which actually makes Karya flinch. Like, yung makuha sa tingin. Anong magagawa ko? Tanggalin kita dun sa sapi. Ginawa ng alkalde. Anong magagawa ko? Lahat ng plano na ginagawa ko, palihim, ay mawawasak. Alam ko, mawawala din ang apekto nito. Hindi lahat ng kapangyarihan nila ay makakahawak ng galit sa ulo ng dugo natin sa kanila. Babalik at babalik. Dito ka ngayon, hindi ba? Arya takes, a step back. Knowing his place. Looks back at Dato Itim. Goes, ano naman ang kailangan mo?
Ano nang nga po ang plano?
Plano. Kailangan natin alamin ang plano nila. Ano pa ang mga lupain na sasakop nila? Kung pwede pa natin protektahan ang hindi pa nasakop. Wala nang pag-asa ang Luzon. Pero meron pang mga meron silang hindi alam tungkol sa lupain natin. She exhales, turns to Dato Itim. Alam mo, yung tatay mo at ng mga tribo, meron silang trabaho nang dahil sa dayuhan.
Oh?
Dahil sa dayuhan,
Na
hindi nila magagawa.
ano pong kinalaman ng tatay ko dito?
Kasama siya sa mga angkan na pumuprotekta sa mga tao.
Salamat. Akala kong kasama pala ang aking ama doon sa mga traidor na nakita ko.
I-tridor ang tatay mo.
Salamat.
Hindi siya sumama sa kamarila. Ngayon, tinatago niya pa rin ang tribo niya at yung mga ibang angkan. Nandun pa rin siya sa lupain kaya pinoprotektahan niya ang mga tao. Pinoprotektahan niya ang mga
Kailan
tao
ko
sa
po
lupain. She gives you a context where basically, just for translation, your father is protecting the people against the old land. There's a threat in the old lands. Just as a Tagalog.
Kailan ko po siya ulit pwedeng makita? Pwede na ba po ako bumalik? Kailangan niya po na tulong?
Kailangan mo siya tulungan. Napabayaan ang lupa. Ang daming namamatay na tao at hindi lang dahil sa mga dayuhan. May mas malaking problema na hindi nakikita ng kamarila. Wala silang pake.
Kailangan kong bumalik?
Kailangan mo bumalik. Kailangan ng maraming tao. Ito ang plano. Kailangan makita ng kamarila na may mas malakas na halimaw para sa kanila. Na makatulak sa kanila. Para magising ang mga tauhan natin. Para mabalik loob na may mas malakas pa, may mas malaking problema kaysa sa mga dayuhan natin.
Sige, tama ka po. Uwi ako agad-agad. Kailangan ko pakita, kailangan tulong. Kailangan ko ipaglaban ulit.
Kailangan madalin yung iba.
Yung iba?
Sila.
Si Don Cario? Si Isko?
At sila. Sila maging mata.
Si...
Yan, yung mga... She points at Noe and Lucia. Kailangan mo sila dalhin.
Bakit? Para gamitin po silang bait?
She not. She shakes her head. Hindi. Kung saan sila susunod ang kamarila. Protektado, mahal na mahal ni Zacharias yung batang yan. No, shakes her head. Sorry. Shakes, not nods. Sorry, my bad. Shake head. No, not bait. Shark bait. Ooh, no. No, not bait. She wants you to be ice. Well, technically bait because it's gonna...
Oh, dang it.
No. In a way, she needs people to see this threat of the old lands. She's giving the plan to Dato Itim. Alam mo ba, ang mga aswang nakatago sa lupa, ang mga nakalibing.
Patago sa lupa? Nakalibing? May ganun tayong aswang?
Alam mo ba yung mga kwento? Mga lumang kwento. Kung paano nagawa ang lupain natin. Bakit? Tawag ay danang.
Hindi po.
Then she gives you a quick history. She doesn't bother to translate to Noe. She's going full Tagalog at this point, but Noe would understand.
Yeah.
Stories of old. I'll just translate it for the audience as well, but just note this is in Tagalog. There are stories of old. The Nag, which is the islands. The name comes from the merry monster itself. There were those angels. They were rumored to be angels. Mga anghel. Similar to the stories of, they came from the Great Flood, crawling out of the waters, surviving the horrible flood. Angels are not like mortals. They drowned, but they live. They crawl and they find themselves merged into the soil as the waters receded. They live. The very land breathes.
Sabi niyo pong totoo ito? Is this real?
Totoo to. May mga makalumang aswang, mga halimaw na malalakas. At kung sila ay gumising, lahat tayo ay mamamatay. Walang tulad natin ang makakatigil sa kanila. Matagal na sila nakatulog. Pag sila ay nagising, masisira lahat na nagawa natin. Tao, tayo, patay. Kailangan tulog pa rin sila. She turns her eyes to Noe. You understand the stories of Methuselah, that of the Hebrew Bible.
He nods. With my foreign occult and religion, do I still need to make a roll?
Nope.
Or
Nope.
kahit hindi na?
Nope. Clocks in. You know the story of the longest lived human. 969 years. Document. The one
The Methuselahs.
The one
Go on.
who descended from Enoch. One who walked with God and never died. his descendant. She tells you, I'll put it in an understanding that you, man of faith, will understand. We have monsters in our land. Our very land, our very stories are birthed from the horrors of these monsters. We would not exist were it not for them. Our purpose is to keep them sleeping and dreaming, to continue to give life to the lands. But they are like your stories of the Methuselah, those that walk with God and never die.
Oh dear.
Only
I
difference.
understand.
The only difference with your Methuselah and our Methuselah is ours, once awakened, will bring the end of the world.
How will they do that?
They will devour everything in their path. All that is blood will be there.
If that is the case, Donya, bakit? He turns back to Filipino. Bakit walang ginagawa ang Camarilla?
To them, it is a story. They do not believe. They only care about conquest. Do you see my problem here?
That's too narrow-minded. They speak of being wise, but they do this? Not even consider a story as true?
We are considered savages. We are considered tribal in mindset. Our stories, our own religion, our own gods of the land, our magic, our mythos. Nothing more but barbaric, something not of the formed civilized mind.
Because the only religion that's true is Catholicism.
She gives a bitter smile, almost a twitch of disgust. I try to understand what is with this Christianity. What is up with this desire to be like Christ? I see no appeal for it. It pays no respect to my own beliefs and my people. The land needs to be protected. I believe the land steers. Much blood has been spilt. There has been prophecies. When too much blood has been spilt on the land, it awakens those that remain asleep, and they must remain asleep.
The white men continue to be narrow-minded.
You tell me how you can beat the alcalde? Easy. Give him something to fear. Make him see that this threat is very much real. And if you know how to handle this threat, you may even rise above him.
He nods, slowly. You've convinced me.
Chicken nuts.
Fine.
If you need further convincing, you need more knowledge of so. Have you been briefed of at least your angkans, your clans, in your side of the pond?
He shakes his head. No.
I believe there is some patterns that you must know. Similarities of our clans to yours. So we know the enemy. I've read your books. I read some documents. I can share you some knowledge, but not all tonight. But if you have the time, if you wish for correspondence, I'm more than happy to tell Zacharias should he be suspicious. I give you knowledge of the clans, brief you, much like we have in the libraries. I can tell you as much as I know. See the patterns.
Understood.
But you know what kind of monster the alcalde is.
No. What'd she say? What'd she say?
Do you know what kind of monster the alcalde is? Do you know what kind of monster
Besides
you
what he's
are?
done to Jepoy?
Oh no. Like he kind of like no, not that. She's like Jepoy, huh? Could it be? Like, she's like brushes Jepoy aside, and Jepoy's like okay, goes to a corner. No, not that. I mean the type of powers he. You know what kind of monster you are, yes? What type of as well?
Sort of.
Do you know the official term that they call you?
No.
In my land, we would be called Kababaylan. Mahika.
The Babaylan.
But you are a man, so you would be more of no. Well, magkukulang perhaps.
I am a mage.
Or tanay. Just a heads up. Because
Is
it's
it-
from Ilocos, it's basically like it's kind of like warlock.
Ah, okay. Warlock.
Fun fact, Ilocano.
I believe a lot of us here don't actually know what we are. Would you mind if I ask for help regarding my companion Lucia's condition? We don't know what she is.
I'll see what I can do. She would need to be willing to give her blood to me. Is she willing?
Her blood.
Yes. You and I are much of the similar kind. I am a babaylan and you are a babaylan. We can tell much truths through blood.
Is there a catch?
Well, I would know many things about her. Privacy will no longer be an option once she gives blood. Is she willing to open herself up to me? Stranger.
Is Lucia still fiddling with furniture?
Oh no, Jepoy kinda got shooed away, so she's there to comfort the poor Jepoy.
Uh-huh. Did she hear what happened, or she seems more preoccupied?
I think she would hear it. I don't think Jepoy would wander off too far.
Nope.
Mm.
If I were to do this and give you my blood, Donya, would you be able to help us with Jepoy's problem? I agreed to be here only because I was promised. She looks to Noe that you would be able to help us in this regard.
Depends on what help you seek. If you ask for strength, it is better to ask that brute, that bruja points over to Itim. It's better to ask that bruja.
Itim will flinch once she points at me.
Bruja ka. Alamin mo yan.
Ano po? Ano? Bruha?
Bruja ka. Hindi yan insulto. Bruja ka talaga.
Ano ginawa ko?
Hindi insulto. Yung ka talaga.
Ano? Bakit po?
Tingyawang bruhan eh.
She goes, she says it in a deadpan face. Like, you know she's not joking. Bruha ka.
Ah,
Yun ang tawag sa mga katulad mo. Mga, looking for a specific word for it. Hold on. Ikaw ay isang mandirigma. Ng gerero. Swang na gerero. Isang kumin. Iniyaya ng lakas na hindi tulad ng iba. Yung nabigyan ka din ng galit. At kung hindi mapigilan, nakakapatay.
tingin ako kay Padre.
Blinks. Well,
Yung tulong na mabibigay ko, the help I can give, translate, sorry. I'm gonna translate it to Castilla because you know she's talking to Lucia now. The help I can give is knowledge. If you deem that helpful, that is on you. That is the only thing I can give. Strength is no. Knowledge, yes.
And knowledge should be enough, Tonya.
But then turn
There
around.
has been an attack.
An attack?
Then ma, just to clarify, nasa kanila pa rin yung ulo, diba? Yung pugot ulo, nandito pa rin sa dalawang gago.
Yeah, it's still with Cario, don't worry about it.
Yeah, so she's gonna be like, there has been an attack. You see, the alcalde is someone that Jepoy used to work for. His family is being kept by the alcalde, and he sent a servant in order to use Jepoy to force us to do his bidding. She looks at Itim and quickly realizes that Itim doesn't understand what the fuck she's saying, so she looks at Noe.
Noe auto translates. Go ahead.
I would say, like, she goes, you are wrong. Used to. That man is still under the alcalde. If he used to work for the alcalde, he'll be dead.
How do we break him free?
And what is this creature?
And then he kind of turns over to... Do you know what he is? Right now.
No.
I would need his blood. If you need information, I would need his blood. But if he is a ghoul, which is a barbaric act some aswang would do, force-feeding a human blood, putting them between the throes of life and death to subjugate them, I don't think there is hope for your friend to be freed. Not unless you overpower the very...
Hello?
Not unless you...
Hello.
Is Demagan?
Oh, am I back? Am I back?
Demagon.
Demagan.
No, did my net die?
Yes, you're back.
Oh, yeah.
You're back. You're back.
Now you are.
Hello?
You're back. Hello.
Hello. Okay,
The last I heard was throes of life and death.
Yeah. Jepoy is in the throes of life and death, subjugated against his will to serve the alcalde. The only way to break it is to become his master.
Oh. Jepoy himself is not my concern, Donya. It is a head that still lives within the satchels of these men. She looks to Don Cario and Itim with an os head.
And then he kind of goes, like, ulo ko to! Ano ba? Bakit? Like,
Ulo that might
Eh.
bear.
bigay natin ulo sa kanya?
Teka, inaaway yata ako nito eh. Adri, ano sinasabi niya?
He would have translated. Saying, sabi niya, yung isa sa problema ay yung ulo. The head is one of your problems, right, Lucia?
Yes. If all she needs is a bit of blood to gain information, perhaps she can help Jepoy by knowing what this man knows, if they would just let her borrow it.
Oh! Maaaring malaman ang lahat ng impormasyon sa dugo lamang ng ulo na to.
Then kind
Teka.
Really? Is it like kind of holds the head tight? Kukulamin mo ba tong ulo na to?
Look at Don
Lord Jepoy,
Cario.
please.
Mas mabilis kung malalaman ni Donya ang lahat. Hindi mo na kailangan bigyan ng oras na kunin ang lahat ng sagot sa kanya.
I look at Don Cario. May punto siya.
Sige na nga.
Hindi natin kailangan aksayahin yung oras niyan. Makuha pa ba namin yung ulo pagkatapos nito?
Hindi.
Looks at Donya.
And she
Look
says,
at Donya, we don't know.
She says hindi. Oh, wala ang ulo.
Sige. Tingin ko ibigay na natin. Para mapabilis yung hanap natin, di na natin kailangan kumausap ng kadiring ulo na yun.
He does say though, kung gagawin ko to, ang kailangan niyo malaman, lahat kayo, lahat ng binibigay ko ngayon, hindi pre. May aabot na punto na maghihingi ako ng tulong sa inyo, kailangan niyong gawin. Naintindihan niyo?
Opo, Donya.
He smiles.
I translate this for Lucia.
I already assumed you did.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a nod.
Cario, in his aggression, kind of like throws the head, like he just lets it roll towards Donya, who stops it with her foot, looks down at the beheaded head. She looks over to Noe and says, "Get a bowl in the kitchen and salt."
He nods, makes his way there, and returns with the item she asked for.
He grabs the bowl, pours the salt, and grabs the head and sinks it down. You hear like this crunching noise. I'm like,
Oh,
it's like, you know, like,
dinakdakan.
oh, just to let you guys see the lovely head. I do have an image for it. I'm gonna give heads up tonight. Possible nightmare fuel. Oh, that's way too big. Hold on.
It's
Hey, ugly.
It's a Nosferatu.
Hey, ugly.
Ugly. He's placed on a bowl on this chair. Need to roll for her something real quick. She's blending vitae. Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Alright. With those rolls, you see her muttering really fast as she seems to be swiveling around the neck some symbols. And then you see her go she's still mumbling as she reaches out, goes disappears somewhere and starts flicking water, like binabasbasan niya ng tubig the head, and as it does, it starts coughing. Blinks a little bit.
I thought I saw everything.
Sticky eyes. And I'll need everybody to roll for self-control, as you are immediately repulsed at the presence of this creature. Everybody roll for
Please.
self-control.
Nope.
You are disgusted. Like, there's this, like, whatever it is that you violently show your disgust towards this thing. You're fine. It's ugly, but you're not gonna be like, oh, yuck, gross. Lucia will probably feel pity but disgust at the same time. Isco will need to do one re-roll. Oh no, you're disgusted. So both Noe and Isco are disgusted by this creature. Lucia is like half and half. Itim is like ew, but sure. I will roll for Chipway as well.
Whatever, bro. It's just a head, bro.
Napakahina nyo naman.
Oh,
Giging aswang kayo, tapos di kayo makakita ng...
Chipway vomits.
Pangina pre, ano yan?
Jepoy, oy! Teka. John! Isko, akin na damit mo!
Don Kai is just like, ang mahihina talaga yung mga tao.
Oh, papunas. Tika mo naman si Jepoy.
Bahala siya. Smoke pa siya sa bahay na di Doña Filomena. Siya yung pagalitan. Wala akong gagawin dyan. And then Doña Filomena goes, konti lang oras niya. Mamamatay din. So, tanongin niyo na yung tanong. Hindi siya makakasinungaling. It's like its eyes are sticky, like, and then as it looks at everyone, it hisses. It hisses like a cat.
Di bilisan natin. Tanungin na natin ang lahat. Kaibigan. It's just a weird thing to say to a head.
Why do you speak to me with the filthy language of the savages?
Oh, you're one of them. Tell us, where are the parents of this man? The assistant of the alcalde.
Oh, that ghoul? I don't know where his family is. I'm just here I was actually sent here to kill you.
Me?
Yes, you. You who have caused a stir in the court. Made the prince look bad. Made the mayor look bad. Sheriff. They had to be dealt with. Young blood. Fresh. Symbols need to die.
Then do you know... Whatever. Do you know who might know where Jepoy's parents are?
Sheriff. Miles.
Itim, ikaw naman. Ako magta-translate sa'yo. Wala tayong masyadong oras.
mukha ko, like, you think I will
Ah,
talk to this savage? Look at him. Half naked, not even putting on clothes.
He is not a
dude.
savage, it is his culture.
Teka, teka, padre.
We
Ako,
will not.
hindi. Teka, ako na. Sige, ako babahala.
We,
Sige.
Yuyuko ako. Duduraan ko sa mukha siya. Ano? Kaya pa? Padre, pakisabi nga sa kanya.
Mm.
Ano ang kinalaman niya? Ano ang kaalaman niya sa ornament?
How are you involved in Juramentado?
And it goes, there's this moment, like, his smile drops. There's fear in his eyes. More savages.
Kung natakot siya. Sasampalin ko yung ulo.
Ah!
Dali, magsalita ka. Ano ang alam mo sa kanya? No? Bakit kayo takot na takot sa kanya?
Napatay niya kami. Oh, he says that in Castillo. He's killing us all. He's taking us out one by one.
Kampi pala siya. Sige, ganito na lang. Ulo. Isa-isahin mo mga pangalan ng mga tattoo kasama sa kamarilan. Yung mga nakinig, mas nasustentuhan.
You got choppy? What did you ask? Sorry.
Bigay mo sa akin yung mga pangalan ng mga tattoo na nandoon sa kamarilan habang nasa trial kami.
Ooh. Okay. He does tell you that, he doesn't care for the savages. He doesn't give, he swears in Spanish, he doesn't give two shits about them. For all he knows, they are all the same face.
Ayun ang sinabi niya.
Denma,
Yes?
I would like to invoke a merit.
Yes?
Common sense.
Love it. Love it. Thank you, thank you. The common sense.
Am I seeing a blind spot here?
Implications of said action. Okay. This is obviously he speaks in Castilla. He wouldn't know about the tattoos. He would probably know more about the alcalde, the prince. So it's best to ask questions that are related to people that are part of the dayuhan, because he wouldn't know jack shit about the tattoos. To him, you guys are all the same face. So he'd probably
Using
more insight
sense.
with using common sense. It's best to ask about the prince. It's best to ask about the alcalde. He does know something about Jepoy, but he's answering it in the truthful way, but in like a tarantado way of somebody probably knows the alcalde. So it's like he's still trying to fight against the effects that Doña Filomena put on him.
May I ask questions as well?
Yes, Lucia.
Why is your master desperately seeking answers regarding my church?
My master, my true master, is the prince. He seeks the destruction of your church.
Do you know what that is?
Well, they have caused trouble in the past, as far as I know. Where they go, trouble follows, death follows, and the Inquisition follows.
The
So you
Inquisition.
want to be rid of them just so the Inquisition does not follow.
Killing them will quelch any rebellion against the Camarilla. They are one of the many in the mother soil, in the motherland, continue to fight against the Camarilla. They used to be part of us, one of us. They are traitor.
They are Spanish, but they are against the Camarilla.
Stupid, really. Women. Women are stupid.
Are you saying that the church is in league with the Camarilla?
No, no. Church. The church, well, if you're meaning the church of the humans hunt our kind since they've known of our existence. That is why the Camarilla works. Dip internet. Christmas slides, sorry. That's why the Camarilla seeks to hide us. That's why there are laws in place to protect us. Laws exist to protect our kind from being killed by humans.
Why do they hunt us?
We are dangerous. We are powerful. They kill that which they do not understand.
On whose orders were you tasked to kill Noe?
Joint orders from the prince, agreed upon by the sheriff. We pose too much of a threat, too much radical ideologies. If you die now, no one will follow.
How many more of you are there sent to kill him?
Many. There are many. We will make it look like an accident. Zacharias will grieve, but he will make another child. He will find another child. Someone more pliable, malleable, not as radical as this one. We do not understand why he chose.
Do you have eyes on my church? At this very moment? Or do you not know where they are?
We know where they are, but we cannot go in. Their powers push us away.
Then how do you plan to use me in order to take them?
We will let you in. You are one of them. Once there's an opening, they will die.
See? I am but an excuse.
What are their powers? Noe follows.
The powers of the what the actual name is.
Melpomene?
The daughters, their powers. They are almost mixed between a Toreador and Alcavian in a sense. Young, very young. They live with song, music unites them. They wander through eternity with music always in their ears. Their rarity is what makes them a threat. Too much of a siren.
They are like sirens. So they, like in mythology, like Grecian mythology, they affect emotions. Is that right?
They use songs. They use the tone of the universe, change the minds, make people perform heinous acts. As they're speaking this, I need Lucia to roll for self-control.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh, I was right.
Trauma.
I was just opening up my sheet. Trauma. Oh. Do I want to fail or do I want to pass then, ma?
If you fail, that's a dramatic beat. You get an XP, but at the cost of,
Pansy?
I mean, at the cost of affecting everyone in this room. No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay, they're
That was
not double
close.
ones.
That was close.
Here, I would say as the ugly head speaks, memories wear out, much like his ugly head in your mind. The time at the ship. How I'd like to think, I mean, this is my assumption for Lucia. In the initial first night, when people were, I think you'd get flashes of people kind of, some of them were being, the initial friction you saw was that people were stabbing each other. They were hurting each other. Would Lucia have tried to stop the humans?
She would have. Like what's happening here.
Yeah.
So maybe it was some sort of seasickness. I guess that was in her head.
Yeah. The thing was, you realize in your memory, as he says, like, humming, like, the songs that make people perform things. You realize how the eyes were wild, and at the background, you heard the hymns, the songs, as people were attempting to stab each other. And much to your horror, it got to the point where you couldn't even move your body, and you watched as everyone was being murdered around you. You wanted to help, but your body was frozen, solid, watching all of this. You tried to shout to tell them to stop. And those that survived, one by one, were being eaten by the nuns. So you are aware of the effects of the songs. I mean, you have self-control. You are, like, this is a sharp memory. It's like you're reliving the moment. You remember this. On how powerful the songs were, that even in your willingness and wanting to stop people from hurting themselves, you couldn't. You were frozen.
In those memories, then, since she does have self-control, does she have any information that could make sense of why this is happening? Like, what is the goal for them to do this?
There are bits and pieces of memory, which is calling back to the nagging thought in your mind. This is from the previous role you had before. The piece that fits together in this moment. I will just shift the scene real quick as this is flashback. Flashback.
Flashback scene.
Flashback scene. Flashback
Oh
scene.
no.
Flashback. Flashback. Okay, it's great. So,
It tastes like trauma.
Mama, that is what we do. Okay. I'm just gonna throw this. Oh. I was looking for the ship image. It has been a while. It has been 2 months since we last saw the ship. Nope, not this picture. You do remember this. Get it. Get over here. Get over here. On. It wouldn't click. You remember her in her shock and her rage. Um, it's like a media res of the memory as you hear her say in Spanish, "Why now? Why do this now? It's too soon." And then you see, the familiar face of the one that has been to your home. As she lets you fall to the floor in all the carnage as the blood continues to pool at your feet over your clothes. Turns to you and she goes, "Vengeance for a fallen sister. The blood that runs to her is the enemy."
Are these, if I look up from the floor, then do I see people that have maybe taken part of the Inquisition or supported it in any way, or are they just religious?
This one, particularly Magdalena, is a close connection to your uncle. This one has been in your home. He was part of the church. He was the reason why, you were able to go to escape to the Philippines during the wars. She was supposed to be part of that church, and yet the memories are coming more crystal clear. The backs and forths as your memory starting to push through the fog, the magic starting to subside, the songs to make you forget. Now you're breaking through it and you realize you were the target. They took you away from your uncle. All this for vengeance for your uncle. In that moment, you hear songs. One particular one. This particular the lyrics that you're gonna pick up. I realize I can't sing on Twitch. Sad. I'll give you the lyrics.
Okay.
This particularly is the hymn song that they made you forget.
It's pretty clear to see that they wish ill upon her uncle.
Yes. You will be the knife stabbed into the uncle's heart. That you are now one of them. And the last line, they sing, "Let angel minds inquire no more," is the very line that made you forget everything. But through the same song, your mind breaks free. Oh my God, it found out me. This mercy all immense and free. Very hymn that silenced your mind is now the hymn that opens yours. You have self-control though, so you're not gonna, wail in this. I mean, I don't actually know. You are in control, but how does Lucia feel in this situation? Knowing that you have been turned out of anger, out of rage to get back your uncle. But you have been turned solely for vengeance. For a wrong that seemed these monsters think your uncle has done. The coldness in Magdalene's eyes you saw. They were no longer warm. Her true colors came forth. How do you feel?
Her stomach is twisting where it is. She feels like at the moment, she feels like she's been stabbed multiple times. She moved all the way from the safety of her home, believing that they are here on like this noble mission to welcome Filipinos into faith. She doesn't look well. By any means, she doesn't look well. But also with this, she questions Denma. She questions the spirits she's seen, the songs she's heard, those voices of like angels that tell her, would you sell your mother out, like from a previous court session. She questions that. Were they the voices of her mother superior?
The voices are strange because you realize it is a voice of your own. Seeking to understand what your uncle did wrong. Perhaps a way to find, in the kindness of your heart, you still try to understand what caused their pain. For them to go out of their way to take your life, to bring you in this unlife. There's something much deeper within, a higher calling, much like the way Christ would, even as he was crucified, even as he took punishment, even if he did not deserve, he still asked his Father in heaven to forgive those who hurt him. It seems as if your inner voices is trying to understand those that hurt you and put you through so much pain. Forgive them, for they do not know what they do. You wish to know why they do the things they do. Desire for closure. Perhaps those were the inner voices from your inner self. Seek that closure. To ease their pain. It is your own voice.
She will turn to Doña Filomena and ask, Doña, if you don't mind, how is a vampire, how is an aswang turned to what they are?
An embrace. A kiss, as they would call it. Blood drained. Taken. And should the human survive, they will partake of the blood of their sire, an exchange. With the ghoul, they only take the blood of the vampire. But the moment that human close to death, the moment so close, drained of it all, in exchange of blood, that is when you turn.
Tanya, you say that we've consumed the blood of those who turned us, those who embraced us. Are you perchance able to know of the things you do with whatever blood of my sire is left within me?
The blood has all the truth. You. What the? Hold on. I'm sorry.
May nagpapakit kay Denma.
No. Hold on. I hope the mic didn't pick that up. Fiance is asleep. I let out a ripper. I'm sorry.
Hell yeah.
Understandable.
That's my guy. I'm so glad you married him.
Oh my god.
Tension. Oh, thank God.
Does it smell?
Natawa ko.
Does it smell like vampire? Does it smell like vampire head?
No. It broke my
Denma choking. Oh no.
Oh my god.
What a way to throw me off throw me off the scent. For reals. Anyways, sorry. Just to confirm, Lucia is offering her blood to try to find out about her sire.
Like, there's a reason why they think they've been wronged, but she doesn't know this piece yet.
Yes.
And she's somewhat desperate to find out.
Noah will point it out for her, though. She will know everything about you. Is that all right?
I have lived a life with nothing to be ashamed of. I need
Alright.
to know.
All right.
It will not
Please
be.
don't.
It will not be hidden from me. I hope you understand this. Let this be a lesson to you. She looks. Never give your blood away so freely. Never let it be forced to be taken from you. It is a dangerous and powerful
It is.
thing. Your blood. I tell you this so you are
May
aware.
this be the first and last time. I know it.
She looks at the way and goes, "Can you go to the kitchen and now fetch a knife?"
All right. He will go and fetch the knife. Though there will be like a quick glance towards the head just to check. Is he dying? Is that head dying?
He's like sputtering, his eyes twitching. There's like the occasional eye roll. Like he's going through his death throes. But he's still alive. Like Don Cario and Dato team. Assuming it's like they're doing tag team slapping his face.
Yes, I was actually gonna say, Denmark, can I press my ass against his face? Because I'm still wearing. He's uncomfortable with that, right?
Yeah. You can.
Yes,
God.
I hate this guy.
As I'm gonna go and leave, as I see that, I look to Isko and go, Isko, pwede mo tanungin si Don Cario na masabi yung tanong mo sa ulo.
Oh yeah.
Because Isko had a question. Noah was gonna do it, but he's being brought to
Oh.
take a knife.
Oh, what was the question?
Isko was basically asking, what are some back doors to get into Alcalde's house? Or his domain?
He said,
Oh, ask about the prince too.
Yeah, the prince too. The prince too would be great.
"Ooh."
Also, pinanganak ka bang ganyan?
Pinanganak ka bang pangit?
You know, it tries to like get your ass off me, savage. Like he tries to bite the ass. Can I have Itim roll for a dexterity athletics, lest you be bit by a
Okay,
dog?
You gotta twerk. You gotta twerk so hard.
Dexterity
Hugot
athletics.
o ex-bro ka.
Your ass.
Dexterity athletics. I have If I roll a major success, I'm ripping one out, just like our fiance. Oh no!
Oh no, it's fine. You're fine. Let me
Willpower, bro.
let's see if he. No.
Oh no!
No. I mean, like, no.
He
I
bats yours!
No, I didn't
Oh,
get
there's
to.
just one success.
Yeah,
One success?
I didn't
Yeah,
get
there's
to
just one
bite his
success.
ass. I didn't get to bite his ass. Sad. I didn't leave a mark on his ass.
Hmm.
Darn. Like, you see him try to chomp, but you dodge and then you slap him with your own ass back, like the ass cheek, just giving him a backhand slap on his face. Ah, and then Don Carrier is holding his head to make sure he takes the ass slaps. He's just enjoying this.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Like, slap your
Bulo
sweaty
ko
ass.
na to. Dayuhan ulo na nga lang, pangit-pangit pa.
I will say he does in the question for Isco, he does say there is a way to alcalde's this house, which most of them think. No one else would know about this, not even the Batas Militar. The sewers in the Intramuros is specifically built with his escape route in mind. He does not want others to know about it, not even the prince. He has created a sewage system all throughout at least the majority of Manila for him to access and move around. So far, they're using it. There are old tunnels as well. He's discovered the old tunnels leading even all the way to Tondo. Naturally made. That he's using to his advantage. Oh yes, there are ways. Hidden ways. Even the prince uses this. Like, only 2 people would know about the routes. And the NOS. The NOSes.
Is there NAS?
Yes, they have to use the sewers.
Yes.
Like, the church isn't the only thing that's being built right now by the prince. It's those ways too. Because he doesn't like to be seen. He likes to stay hidden. Much like his peoples. Much like this head. And so, we turn to Noe. You find one of the kitchen knives. Very old, wooden. It's like a small dirk of sorts with like a bandage wrap. It definitely
He makes his way back.
It doesn't look like the normal kitchen knife. It looks more like yung ginagamit sa for hunting, foraging, gathering, that small dirk knife that's like for chopping berries. Stuff like that. Definitely a mangkukulam knife.
He turns with this knife, looks to Sia and nods, and gives it to Doña, as the Filipinos are twerking on the head in the background.
All of intense moment, you're just hearing like the sounds of ass cheeks, like.
Aww.
But yeah, it's given.
The knife, she extends her hand for Lucia to place on her palm. He waits.
She will do so.
And with that, she points the tip close to the pointer and then makes a deep cut all the way down the other side, like to the very end of the palm. And there's just blood flowing. As she cuts her own palm and covers it. You will take 1 harm, by the way. We'll give you 1 harm for this. Just one lethal. It's willing, so it's just one lethal. It's not aggravated.
What is the symbol?
It's a slash.
1 slash.
It's a slash. Yes.
1 slash.
Literally a slash in your palm.
It has the same shape.
She holds it for some time, and then after that, she smudges it, she smears it, and then you see her like lean closer, and she like it looks like she's reading her palm, and then the blood drips down, and then you see her grab a cloth and wipes it, examines the blood. Moments pass. Feels like forever. What's wrong? Okay. Oh, nice. 6. What do you wish to know?
I wish to know why my sire feels wronged. My family.
You are aware of. She kind of just pauses for a bit. What do you know of your mother and father and your living relative? What is their work?
I know that my parents were merchants. They died when they were traveling. So early on in my life, I barely remember them. I only know of them through stories. As for my uncle, he is a man of the cloth.
She smirks. She's just staring at the blood in the cloth. And she like rubs it between her pointer, her middle finger, and her thumb, caressing the soaked, blood-soaked cloth. Interesting. I never thought I'd see the day I would find both an aswang killer turned into an aswang. There are many stories of that.
Forgive me, what? An aswang? Turned into an aswang?
You come from a family that hunts our kind. Are you aware of this? Seems not so. It runs in your veins. The blood of the many, many have perished in your bloodline. See, I feel no remorse because you have killed my enemies. For that, I thank you. Your family has killed the Dayuhan, those that try to fear and pillage my home. They fear your family.
And the reason why my sire is cross with my family is simply because they've attacked their clan? Is that correct?
Your family is among the many brave humans that have laid waste to the Aswags. I wish to know the knowledge. Your blood, your very blood tells the story on how your bloodline did so. For that, I am pleased. Perhaps you are not the enemy I see you after all. You can bring about the death of the other Aswang.
I don't see how I am able to.
is all I can read. I understand now the anger, perhaps why you have been turned. It is... I see this as more of a blood feud. An eye for an eye, a family for a family. Your family has taken many. It's only fair that they try to take back what they lost.
I thank you deeply for your guidance.
She keeps the bloody cloth. And then she teaches you of basically if you run your tongue across the wound, it would close it so it would stop bleeding. Your blood, your saliva, would have a coagulative effect. She teaches you that.
Oh.
I see.
She's gonna try, albeit a little awkwardly. Like, I don't do
Blim,
this.
blim, blim.
Ismlem. Imlem.
Blim, blim, blim.
Mlem.
Suddenly a cat.
Yeah, you just see like you know, like her just like she just goes one big lick as if like, I've done this before.
Meanwhile, Lucia's like small lick, then big lick.
Oh my goodness.
Meh.
And with that, are there any further questions with the head as it's going to the final throes of death? You can see its skin
Oh.
starting to gray.
Oh, right. Ulo, head. Who else knows about Sepoy's situation? His parents, besides the alcalde.
As far as I know, it's just the alcalde. This is a separate mission. He wants to frame Jepoy for your death. And then Jepoy goes, ba't yan? Walang ganyanan.
It's alright, Jepoy. That will not happen. We will not allow it.
I mean, that's the reason
Then-
why it was brought here. Better to
Then-
blame it on a savage. Stop slapping your ass at my face.
Then before you pass, and perhaps meet the judgment of the Lord, tell us everything you know that is detrimental about the prince.
He lets out. You wish for me to speak ill of my own kin. You know how hard it is for us to be in this position of power. No one likes our clan. Despised, seen as filth, but we know all. But the thing that pisses me off more, a prince can always be replaced. Something more powerful. If the prince is killed, he will be replaced. Who dares to kill our prince, there will be hell to pay.
Then what are his psychological weaknesses?
And you see him like he's
How do we turn him?
like he's gritting his teeth while he's getting the ass slaps. So he doesn't wish to speak ill of his king. I would have him roll for self-control. Let's see how much he would be able to do self-control.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
May I?
No!
I didn't even need to do anything.
Nice.
He more or less that moment he goes, oh, not my prince. I will use the clan weakness against him. No, my weakness is his. We are of all a weakness, that which are should anyone see us, they revolt, which is why we hide. Put him out of the shadows, just as I have. We are weak.
I see.
We, when seen by any, we are seen as monsters. There is no hesitation to lynch us. That is our
How pitiable.
I do not want your pity, and it starts. It's going to his final death throes as he's constantly being ass slapped, and you see his gray skin immediately in the last swing of the ass. Hit him, you feel a bit of sandy, ashen feeling between your ass cheeks. Not a good feeling. It's like somebody just put powder on your ass.
Baby powder.
Uy, ano yun?
He's
I turn
dead.
around. Ah. May balis po kayo, Donya?
Bawal mong magwalis sa gabi, alam mo yun.
Ay, pasensya na po.
Tonya, thank you so much for your time.
He lets out a sigh and goes, hindi ito libre. Mga alam nyo, hihingi at hingi ako ng balang araw, balang gabi. I will seek
We know.
for that favor.
Understood.
Then she turns.
Even then, may I still visit you to learn about this society?
You may. That is my job after all. Knowledge for those who seek it. He turns to Lucia and goes, if there's one thing I can tell you about your sire, she is very, very powerful and calculated. If there is a way for you to draw her blood, I can get information for her. You can put it in a cloth and give it to me. Everything you need to know about your origins, I can give. But you carry the same power as she does. Do not underestimate yourself, my dear.
I pray I will be enlightened with how to use these powers.
Hypothetically, Donya, only hypothetically, he looks at Lucia to emphasize. Should we go there, to this church, and the Camarilla follows to attempt to draw the blood of her clan, will Lucia be killed next?
You have to make it seem like Lucia being alive is for everyone's benefit. Her loyalty will be to the court. It's the only way she would live. As I have. You must bide her time.
I see.
You can continue to play victim of circumstance. She will garner the pity of many.
Understood.
Tonya, on this note, When is the next court meeting?
They will make the summons for you. There is always a meeting at the court. Private, behind doors. But the public one. They had just finished the killing of the Batiao, Doña Ale. There will be a new court to speak of the latest prophecies that will come from the new Batiao. I believe your friend.
Sisa.
Yes. They will make her speak. See to it that the prophecies remain the same. And all bear witness to her ramblings of what is to come.
I see.
But for now, I
On
believe,
what is to come.
yes.
On what is to come. He looks at Jepoy again. How much time do we have for his family? I would still like to help them.
Then Jepper just goes. He kind of like gives that look, reminding you that he only has tonight. The framing was supposed to be happening tonight. And the fact that you're not dead and he's alive, the window grows ever smaller. And from, the advice of Doña Filomena, diverting attention, posing different threats, keep the Camarilla preoccupied. Dealing with the church might be a way to just save Jepoy's family.
Dealing with the church. Okay.
Dealing with particularly Lucia's sire, the nun.
We do not have a lot of time. Lucia,
Yes.
if we deal with your sire, the Camarilla may direct the resources from Jepoy's parents to the threat of your clan. I don't know what happened. What do you think of this? There's like a slight glance at Isko, because there was also a mention of his job. But looking back to Lucia.
I am unsure if we were to go there now. How successful will things pan out? Will she be able to escape? Are our safeties assured?
I don't know.
I wish to help Jepoy. But if it's a distraction, that's what we need. Are there other things that we may go to?
DMR there within tonight.
Eh?
Creative logic.
Enough to cause a stir?
You guys.
Kung gusto nyong
Yeah, go ahead.
magkaroon ng gulo,
Looks to Itim.
samahan niyo ako. Samahan niyo ako dahil sinasabi ni Doña Filomena na mayroong nagbabadyang kaguluhan doon sa lupain, sa teritoryo namin. Kung sumunod kayo at makita yun ng Camarilas, sigurado makukuha ng atensyon nila. Tsaka tayo pwedeng gumalaw.
Umaga. You're right. DM, he's right? Like if the two Spanish young bloods suddenly disappear with Itim, then people start going, hold up a minute. We need to find them.
Yeah.
Kidnapin mo kami!
More or less.
Enough for them to not think about Jepoy.
Yes.
Jepoy's dad. Jepoy's parents.
Gulang naman yan.
It will buy him time,
Yes.
yes. And it will allow you guys to essentially leave Maynila for a bit.
Sige. Kidnapin mo kami, pare. Taliin mo na kami. Lagay mo kami
Tama
sa
ka.
kabayo.
Tama ka, Itim. Sige, gagawin namin yan. Isko,
Buti
Alis ka.
pumayag kayo.
siyempre naman, Itim.
Kasi akala ko kailangan namin kayong pilitin eh. So, gahanda na nga ako eh. Akala ko.
Ay, kung ginawa mo yon mas nakakakumbinsi, di ba, Lucia? Right, Lucia?
That is true.
Mm.
Do you need a sack over our heads?
Kailangan mo ba ng sako?
Hindi,
lang
hindi.
naman.
Kailangan makita ko nilang sugatan. Para
Sugatan?
makita ko lumaban ka.
Sige.
Pikit ka muna.
I do not wish to be hurt. I've been cut today.
Ay, sige, ako na lang.
Doña
Sige, ako
Filomena
na.
goes, lahat ng pinaplano nyo, kung maggugulo kayo, wag dito sa bahay ko. Doon kayo sa labas.
Ay,
Pasensya na po, Donya.
She opens the door.
Salamat.
Open like with the lantern.
Perhaps we could also stage this. Me and Owe were to go out, just taking a stroll, and then you guys come in and then take us.
Pwede. Isko, kami pupunta rin. Pero hindi sa Baguio. Sa Tondo.
Ooh, people are going to Tondo. But just for clarity, before that, you still need to go to the church for an audience. But you will need to stage, Dato will have to stage a kidnapping. Like before you guys got the deed done, that meddling savage took you guys from your mission.
Oh.
Yeah,
So, we were on the way to Lucia's church.
Yes. You were
So, we were showing that we were doing the job.
Yes.
And then we get kidnapped.
Yes. That grants enough audience at least to speak with, perhaps, if there's a chance, if you guys are able to persuade the bitter heads to speak. But that also gives enough time for you guys to, should there be a threat, be able to run away. And, cause a distraction enough for Jepoy to, buy time for Jepoy to find you or his family.
So, we're gonna half-ass the job.
Yes.
But we're not gonna get the Birhens killed yet.
Yes.
Instead, we're gonna get kidnapped and then brought to Tondo, which is enough of a distraction.
Yeah.
Then magdradrama si Lucia na parang hazy pa ang memory niya, pero I think it's in this general direction. Parang she will put on that play.
Is this like is this like a flash cut to like them outside?
Yes. We will do a flash scene. And then
I believe, if memory serves me right, they should be over here? Or was
Yeah.
it here?
Yeah.
No. Hold on.
wait, hold on.
She's magdradrama siya Denma if there's a role I need to do.
Yes, please. This will be a performance.
And this is where I jumped them, right?
You wait for them for a bit. But
Is this where I jumped?
not yet. They need at least
Not
a
yet.
couple of minutes. Just enough for the drama to take effect.
Denma, what attribute is tied to performance?
You will need to do a charisma. Make it look like you did.
I have a specialty called captivating. Is that good?
Yes. Yes. You're gonna sell the part.
9. Roll 9d10. Sana naman.
Ooh. Wait.
Parang hindi.
1, 2, 3. 3 minus 1. 2 successes. Okay, paint us a picture as we do a little bit of jump cut as you guys head on over to the still being constructed Manila Cathedral. There are no workers in sight. It is a silent night. So far, it's only Lucia that's. Why are you singing? Don't go to bed. Go to bed. No. Tulog. God damn it. May kumakanta, may nangaroling ng pera. Patawan. Anyways. I want...
Kantahan mo din Denma.
Bala.
Sa aming bahay.
Sabi nga, patawad. Stop. in this moment, I just want to know what is Lucia doing, and I guess where is Noe? Where are the others on standby while Lucia is doing this performance in front of the Manila Cathedral?
Well, first of all, I'm not allowed to be in vicinity, right, of Lucia.
Mm.
Because the Birhens might get suspicious. Why are you bringing this random dude?
Yeah,
Right?
and given your ties to you at least you've been enlightened by Doña Filomena that the Cams and this particular group don't see eye to eye. There are Spaniards.
Yeah, so it won't be bad. Yeah, it'd be bad.
But-
Then I am at a distance with Itim and Don Carrion, and before this entire thing, Noah would have told Itim, hit me.
Oh my.
Gawin na
Okay.
natin. Para nabubog na ako, para pwede mo na akong dalhin pagkatapos ni Lucia.
Okay.
Let's go.
Sige.
Alright.
Pikit ka.
Close his
Sige.
eyes.
Kasama ko ba si Don Cario?
Yeah, I mean Don Curry is there. Yep. Like sabi ko, pwede daw mo suntok?
Hindi. Ako sa mukha, ikaw sa tiyan.
Oh, sige.
Huwag po
Sige,
masyadong
sige.
malakas, ha?
Hindi, okay lang. Huwag ka mag-alala, Padre. Pikit ka lang.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
open
rolls.
palm slap this Padre.
Oh
You know, open palm is like very merciful.
Yes, because you need to be somewhat okay. I just need you to look banged up.
Strength
Yeah.
and brawl, please.
Okay.
Strength and brawl.
Can I use potence? Joke.
Grabe yung potence.
Teka lang, parang
Yung yan.
Okay. 4,
Gulit.
7.
I will take the hit then, ma. I will take the hit. No defense.
Okay. Oh god.
Or should I defend?
Gosh,
I don't know.
I mean, you
I have no idea.
You need to look like you resisted.
That's true. I'll roll a dexterity athletics of 4.
What is your... Hold on.
Oo nga. Padre, pwede lumaban ka ng konti.
Ay, di ako masyadong magaling sa fencing, pero sige, okay
No,
lang.
I would say
Mangalmot ka?
with your stamina, based on the amount of successes that Dato would give, we deduct the stamina, which is 2. So the lethal, I'm glad he didn't get the ability yet where all his slaps are gonna be aggravated. So I think you're gonna be fine, maybe, probably. But the thing is, Don Carrio's gonna be part of it. That's the thing I'm worried about. It's like, as the DM, I'm worried. As the storyteller, I'm very worried. As Don Cario, he wants to hit you. So I'm like, would you be okay with Don Cario hitting Noe? Because I think you only consented to, hit him.
Ipakidnap mo na lang siya.
Actually, yes. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I have to double.
Teka lang.
Like, pwede na.
Don Cario.
Oh.
Hindi, teka, Don Cario. Baka sakali kasing may nanonood sa atin ngayon. Kailangan mapakita natin na hindi makalaban to si... Hawakan mo na lang yung kamay sa likod.
Ay, pwede din.
Yeah, okay. So that means you didn't resist, but we'll still use your stamina to deduct. So roll.
Okay.
I just don't want to deal more damage to you than it already should.
Sige, Padre, pikit ka. Sign of the cross ka po.
I like
Isa.
walang kamay.
Dalawa. Tatlo. Ay!
Oh shit. Ow. Okay, re-roll 1 dice, please. Okay, at least it's 3 successes, so you'll be taking 3 slashing. 3 slashing. 3 lethal. Minus 2 from your stamina, you'll take 1.
Okay. Then he's hurt. Just 1.
Yep. There's a hand on
Medyo
your wrist.
matagal ko na inantay yun
Salamat. Team.
Salamat din, Padre. Sige, tingin ko magkakasundo tayo. Sabihin mo lang kapag kailangan mo ulit ng tulong ko.
Sige lang. Oh, kailangan mo ba ng pangtali? Sako?
Don Carrio's on it already. As you see him, like, he's already tying up the the padre. It's like he's super excited about it. Just, capturing a dayuhan.
He allows himself to be he allows himself to be tied up as we flash cut back to Lucia.
Yeah. So
There Siguro while she's singing, there's like a tree that suddenly shakes like there's like birds
you hear
flying.
yes. Yes. Lucia, tell us how you perform the most dramatic scene of your lifetime.
True to form, kasi nung nasa korte siya, sinasabi niya na masakit i-remember, she will be kind of staggering towards the general direction of the church. Her hand is all around her head as if nursing a headache. Her eyes look a little narrowed as if whatever this is painful. And she's like mumbling to herself. If there is no one else in the vicinity, there's an ability of hers that comes out where she is talking to herself. I think it's called what do you call it? It's the first Melpomene ability.
Yeah.
Yeah. The mission voice, is that what it's called? Phantom speaker? I'm not sure. Basta yun then, ma. So she's talking to herself like, I believe the direction is no, that's wrong. Here? Yes, I think it's becoming clearer. And that continues.
While performing any action other than speech incurs in penalties. Okay, so you're speaking. This power.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually would go through the church. Your mutterings. What exactly are you muttering to yourself?
That I must find them. They're looking for them. There's also like for Jepoy. She doesn't throw her voice far though, Denma. It's just around her vicinity. Kinda like she lost control of her power, so she just needs someone to sort of comfort her on the way there. So she's just talking to herself.
Just more muttering. As that is happening. There is a silence as you're muttering, and through there you hear this. It is well with my soul. Oh, you actually hear this. Hold on, let me change the music real quick. People know what it is you guys are hearing. Hindi siya marinig. Still creepy music. I know it's creepy music. We're gonna have a momentary creepy.
And jockey.
Yep. You're hearing this, but slower. I couldn't find a slower version.
I'm so intimidated.
Yes. Ever, my Lord, thou hast taught, say, it is well with my soul. Though Satan would should. And like it's very eerie and slower than this. It echoes now, and you realize it's coming from the church. And the doors slowly open, welcoming Lucia in open arms.
This is the place. I found it. She goes nearer and nearer, but also she's a little staggering, just to buy herself some time and her companions some time.
As in that moment, though, you guys actually will do the cue for yourselves, but in this moment, you guys see Lucia start to move closer. Almost moving inside the church. I need Lucia to roll for perception and awareness.
Perception, awareness. Oh, sige. Perception 2, awareness 2. Oh!
Oh my god. Oh my god, no. This is such a crit, so you see it?
She sees all.
Whoa.
Oh shit. The church is open, and you see, you're familiar with this scene as the place where you rested, at least in and out from the ship. The organ continues to play and echo throughout this hollowed out, still being made church. But through the doorways, you immediately see the cross and a statue of Jesus mounted on the wooden cross, larger than life, hovering over the altar. And the music cuts slow and distort. The music stopped. That was so creepy.
That kind of got me. What the hell?
Fuck. I'm scored.
Poopy!
And then, in that moment, you see everything, so this is dramatic. You actually realize this statue is almost lifelike to the point that it looks like Jesus is breathing? Chest going up and down, the wounds on his ribs bleeding. His eyes remain closed. And then it slowly opens and slowly turns its head to look at you. I need you to roll I need you to roll for courage.
Oh, courage. Courage, okay. Just flat out courage.
Yep.
3d10. Huwag mo naman bawiin, ano, please. Baka lang naman.
Oh my god. Oh!
Oh, thank goodness.
I don't know the difficulty.
Oh no, you passed in surprising colors. Because the thing is, you realize now, this is like one of the abilities in play. As it seems like Jesus is looking at you, and you're seeing his eyes start to bleed. Oh, and it's opening wider and wider. Just staring at you. It's meant to instill guilt, horror, But in this moment, you realize it's a song playing in your mind, making you see things. What do you do?
Is there any way, Denma, to kind of listen in onto this song? Because I know daughters have the ability to get an insight by listening to the music
Yes.
that is playing in the heads of the people. She wants to know the general vibe because she knows the sisters are singing, the daughters are singing.
Yes.
Are they aware that they are being hunted? Are they hostile towards her?
That's actually good. You can add Melpany in this for the context. Go for intelligence, theology, and then add your Melpany.
All my dots in Melpomene.
Yeah.
That's 4, baby.
Yeah, 6, 10,
Ay,
10 to 10.
Why do you keep repeating? Skip.
The daughters will not be silenced.
Wow.
Shit!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 5, 6 minus 2, 4.
It gives and it takes.
You remember this song, at least. One of the refrains that are currently being repeated is there seems to be an assurance. It's a self-assurance that this sin that they've committed, not in part, but the whole, has been nailed to the cross and they bear no more. They have no regrets. This is a song of the trumpet shall resound, the Lord shall descend. It is well with my soul. It is well. They have no regrets on what they've done to you. What you see as sin is for a whole, for the bigger picture. It is well with their soul to see that your soul is damned.
In that case...
Yep. TLDR, yes, they're very hostile, and they have no regrets, and they will harm you. As you realize when you, as you realize, in the blink of an eye, Jesus is no longer on the cross.
Whoa, no!
Oh! Oh, yeah! Oh, shit! Oh, okay.
Do we sense anything then, Ma? Is it time to broom broom?
Can everybody roll for perception and awareness?
Auspex. Immediately. Auspex.
Oh no, nag-auspex ka, Jud. Do you want an automatic success for this? Okay. I shall give.
And then I see the Jesus. Oh my god.
I mean,
Well, may I also do something while they... Or...
Yeah, yes, feel free. What would Lucia like to do?
I want to do Madrigal. This song is the one they're singing. I want to sing with it. That I might be leading people here and you might be damned as well by the camps and it is well with my soul. That's like the message she's sending out.
Oh my god. You do have an ability for that, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to use your mission voice, or would you like to do Phantom Speaker? You actually
Madrigal.
Madrigal. Yes. Go ahead. Do it. One of the lines should actually is like, the bliss of this glorious thought, blessed assurance control. Christ regarded my helpless estate. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord. Even so, it's well with my soul. Yep. You basically right back at you, bitches.
Charisma performance, I'll do a willpower. That doubles it, right?
Yes. And how's everyone's perception so far?
auto success because I aspects, and Noe is just on Itim's shoulder and going, Jesu Cristo. Oh my god.
Literal.
Denma, does captivating apply? Sorry.
Yes.
Oh, it's okay.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, this is epic Lucia moment.
It's okay. It's your moment. It's your
Go
moment.
on, yes, go on.
Yes,
It's
queen.
your moment.
Yes, queen.
Please.
Show him. Show him. No more
There.
trauma.
I think the difficulty is 7.
Yes, 7 above. It's always 7 above. Higher levels when you guys start to get to the 100 years. Don't worry about it. I won't. Or if you're dealing with an elder. This is like content warning for the audience, as I'm about to slap an image that may not give you sleep at night. Wanna give a heads up.
Oh, I'm so ready.
Why is it not? You want me to do this the long way? I will do it the long way. How is everybody's perception? Oh wow, that is okay. We'll hold Lucia's roll for a bit. How is Isco's roll? Is Isco rolled? Or is Isco still there? Is Isco still present with us?
Isco mentioned in chat that he was going to split to start helping to find Jepoy's parents, while everyone else is gonna be distracting.
Oh, that's actually nice. Okay, that gives more chances of winning. This is what okay. This is just content warning for the audience.
Ay, putang ina.
Sorry.
Kung nagulat.
Oh no!
That's pretty spooky. That's pretty spooky.
Okay. With your
walang tulog tonight.
With your aspects, as you guys are hearing the hymns echoing throughout the church, you actually, in the blink of an eye, when Lucia no longer sees, Jesus, it actually appears in front of Noe. I need you to roll for courage, because if you fail, you will run away from this scene as possible. You will instigate the kidnap
I'm
sequence.
right next to him, right?
Oh, you rolled perception
Am
awareness.
I?
You actually sense something's wrong, and you actually see this. You haven't seen Jesus before, and this is your first iteration of Jesus. He is naked.
Yes.
He is covered in blood. His eyes are completely black. You are brave. Okay, you at least Noah stays upright. You see this is an abomination of Jesus Christ, but it's basically like, the common depiction of Jesus in the statues in the church, but now bloodied and covered and appearing and staring right at you.
It's just in front, like inches away from us.
Yep, it's in front of Dato Itim and you.
Do I have to roll as well?
Courage, yes. You can choose a fight or flight response if you fail. Because doesn't.
I don't know this guy. I don't know who this guy is.
No.
Can I fight?
The song instills fear on you, so I still need to see your courage. And then if you
Okay.
if you fail, I'll let you choose a fight or flight response. If you pass, you can punch him.
Oh crap!
Oh.
Oh yeah.
No.
We
have a mix of emotions. We have a mix of emotions right now. It's like yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Okay, you will have to choose a fight or flight response in this moment in time. You see this thing.
I'd like to fight.
Okay, you will punch him. Okay. Actually.
Yes.
Noah scream. Does Noah actually scream out when Jesus gave you a jump scare? I mean, I want to know how your courage is
He
manifested.
he almost screams, but he mutes it like, no, you are a trick of the devil.
All right, and you're hearing the distortions of the hymn, and hit him. Feel free to punch.
Okay, DM, I will use my potence.
Oh yeah, you're very very scared right now. You feel the fear of the
Yes.
Lord. If you don't know the fear of the Lord, but you know the fear of the Lord now. I'm sorry, content warning for
Yes.
chat. I'm sorry. Down, sorry, they're fighting Jesus right now. Sorry. My bad.
Oh,
Pretty good.
tech technically, I don't know who this guy is, and he's probably not the big man.
Wow. Yeah, yeah. How much damage is it? 1, 3, 4, 7. You deal 7. Ooh. Uh,
Deal 7 damage to Jesus.
yeah, you dealt
The
7.
holy number.
Yeah, right.
The
Oh
moment
no.
the moment it hits, there's a splash of blood. You're covered in the blood of Jesus.
Oh,
It's warm. You feel it. It like Jesus just explodes.
Itim! Kailangan natin kunin si Lucia!
Yeah.
sino yun? Padre, sino to?
Ang demonyo! Tara!
Wait,
Okay. Sige, sige. Sige, susunod ako.
wait. He exploded Jesus, so I can hide him away now. And in that moment, this is Operation Kidnap is a go. I'm assuming as you guys are running towards Lucia, and Lucia is starting to sing back the hymn that you guys are hearing, saying the lyrics back at the church. And you feel suddenly the steering of the wind as it billows on her clothes, as it's almost as if empowering her as she says the words. Now I need Itim to roll for strength and athletics, as you're literally gonna grab Lucia and start running. Noe, you
Add your potence!
and please roll
Oh,
for
I can add my potence.
yes, and Noe, please
I think
roll
that's for all
dex.
strength rolls.
Oh, I'll roll. Don Carrier's gonna carry you. He's like, he doesn't know what's happening, by the way. All he knows is that there's blood that exploded. He doesn't know what happened, but he's just grabbing you and starting to run.
Like,
Okay.
you mean Noah, right?
Yeah.
Like Noah is being carried by Don
Yep,
Kaya.
yep.
Okay, got it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. And...
Basta niya dito, Sisa.
Oh, cancel. It's fine. Basically, Don Cario was able to lift you and roll like he doesn't know what's going on. His clothes are covered in blood. Something exploded. He's running. And in 1, 2, you only have 1 success. You tried to grab Lucia, but you're slippery a bit with the blood. And when you see the cross, you're feeling that same fear as you're looking at it. And in the blink, as you blink your eyes, you actually see from the church. You see him again. This man you've met is there in front of you at the altar. And he's almost twitching as he's walking towards you, his hand outstretched. You're the only one that sees this, but oh wait, somebody has Auspex. You see this. You see this as well in a way. But you're being pulled away, so you only see a glimpse of it as you're seeing that team kind of struggling to grab Lucia. And Lucia, by the way, as you're singing, someone's trying to grab you, but you're feeling the coating of blood as you're being grabbed. And it's funny because one of the lyrics actually is like, Christ had shed his own blood for my soul as you're being grabbed. So
I'm feeling like God is my backup singer.
oh,
The real God, not your fake God.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so I will
I hate
need
him too.
I will need you to roll for courage again, as this figure that you just destroyed is now twitching, making his way towards you. The blood on his chest, you see a hole from which you've punched as he's reaching out, trying to move his way towards you.
Is there a way I can help then?
How are you? Tell me how you help. Because you're slowly being pulled
Okay.
away by Doncario. Like, Doncario's just making a beeline to wherever the destination you need to go to.
He's just making a beeline, but Noe is going to tell Don Cario with a tactics roll. I know that's something I can do.
Yes.
He's gonna ask him, Don Cario, maaari mo bang magtakbo ng parang ganito para makita ni Itim kung paano tumakbo? Sanang mas tamang tumakbo. And I'd like to make an intelligence leadership roll to maybe give him minus difficulty to his rolls.
This is for Jesus? You're giving him or like you're giving a minus difficulty to...
Probably not for courage. Probably not for courage, but for running.
Oh, okay. This is for, this is directed to Tato Itim. Okay, got it.
Yes.
This is
Yes.
lower difficulty. Got it.
Is this possible? May I do this?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Intelligent leadership. May I add creative logic, please?
Sure.
Okay. I have a merit.
Oh wow.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's 3.
Ooh.
So that becomes 4 difficulty for you. As this man is slowly, like, every blink of an eye for that with him, like, he gets closer and closer and closer, like, getting to the gap, and it's very intense. Please roll for courage, and then roll for, you will have to do flight if you fail immediately. On, the thing is, the only bonus that you're gonna get from this ministry is from a running stance, not from punching, unfortunately. So this will be a this will be an item choice of, like, after courage. Just make your courage roll. If you fail, it's immediately a flight. But if it's if you pass, you can punch Jesus again if you.
It's not the right Jesus.
Quote
The
unquote.
imposter.
Okay, that's courage po, no?
Yes. But it's such a weird
Yes.
sentence to say. If you can punch Jesus.
Not again!
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I love this on
No.
off situation.
Yes.
Here we
Yes.
say,
Wait.
It's a 7. One to close. Please, Louise.
Please.
Okay. Cancels out, but you have 1 success. So you have a choice. Do you want to punch Jesus or do you want to run? Throwing hands with Jesus, exactly. Do you want to throw hands or do you want to run? This is for Itim.
I would like to...
Like, Lucia's still singing in front of you, but
No, it's run.
okay, you'll run. So
Oh, Lucy, is this...
okay, you'll be carrying Lucia.
Can I, if I run...
Yes.
Yes, okay, I'll be carrying Lucia. Yes, I'll be carrying her.
Yes.
So, do I have to roll?
Yes. You'll have to roll for dexterity and no, strength and athletics as you're carrying Lucia away from there with a difficulty 4 above. Amazing. Because you hear
Yeah.
Don Cario go, Bilis! Sundan mo na kami! Ba't ka nandyan?
Ito na.
Love that.
Strength and athlete.
Wow.
Oh god.
But it's a 4
1,
difficulty.
2, 3,
so
4, 5. Yeah,
Okay.
5 minus 1. Yep. You have 4 successes. Okay. Tell me,
Thank goodness I did that.
paint us the final scene in this session. How Dato Itim takes Lucia away from the church. It's not take me to church, it's take me away from church.
I'm gonna be swooping in, covered in blood and still in my katutubo. Gonna look like some kind of rabid. What do you call? Ano yung tinatawag nila sa mga Pilipino?
Indio?
Indio, yun.
Mm.
Some rabid Indio. I'm gonna grab her from behind, squeezing her stomach in and halting her singing. Gonna rush out of the church, hugging her, like getting her clothes bloody. The process.
Both you and Don Cario continue to drag everyone, the destination, back to your homeland, leaving away the horrors of the church. And Lucia, as you make your testament, saying how it is well with your soul, how you threaten your own sire, the last thing you hear as you leave. Trial should come. Sorrow like sea billows roll. Haste the day when the faith shall be set. It is well with my soul. An interpretation from the nuns within the church. You will not be spared. The next time they see you, you will be dead. Dun, dun, dun. And so we end the final sesh for this year.
Yeah! We're
Oh,
becoming
shit.
Anarch, boy! We're gonna become Anarch!
And wait lang, Kams muna before Anarch. Teka lang, I need help.
So, the gang is going.
What the hell was that?
You guys are going to Tondo. Yay, you guys are going to Tondo. And then someone's staying
Go ahead and
with
Totondo. Isko, habol! Isko! Sisa, habol!
staying with Jepoy. Someone's still over here. So medyo hiwalay-hiwalay yung mga peeps. What shall become of them as they go to the kingdom of Tondo? We shall find out next year. But yes, I would declare now as we end the session, someone has met their short. Go back home, speak to the family. I think the short-term goals of Itim once you get the Tondo, that will proc. I would say, the next time we return, we will do a time skip. That it is essentially, you guys have stayed for a month over at Itim's homeland. We will try to workshop and roleplay how Itim introduced you guys to the groups, because obviously there's two Dayuhans. Are you still going through the kidnap proposition? There's still the looming threat of the land and how to suppress it. But congratulations to Noe. You basically are slow. I mean, I would say you learned about what happened to Lucia in a sense, so you will get XP for that. The secrets of Padre Zacharias, not so much, but you're slowly getting like a bit of a bigger picture on what he's saying and what is actually being presented, seen. Lucia will eventually learn Tagalog as she is going to be surrounded by Indios who will continuously speak Tagalog around her, and they will not, ikaw mag-adjust, basically.
Yes. How about understanding her vampiric powers though, Denma?
well, you've been told by by Doña Filomena that you have a special ability, and also the Nos. They gave you like your mix between a Torador and a Malkavian. Your power through song. So yeah, I would say you also got that short term. So a lot of people are just getting the ping 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 ping. They're getting their
Sisa, you're my new mother.
yes. And then for Isco, I would say you'll have to change one of your short term because Baguio is not following Rigon. Technically, you did not. I could count that, but the Makapuntang Baguio, I don't. You'll have to probably change that because Baguio's getting blurry and saying naman yung yung XP for that. Um, got it. Very cool. And yes, and as for the fate of Caesar, you'll have to find out next session because like there will be a week that passes, and she's basically in the belly of the beast.
No.
She's stuck in the court. She's basically doing a Sansa. She's in the Sansa in the King's Landing. Caesar, I'm sorry, Caesar. But yes, I hope you guys had fun. Sorry for the horror, last minute horror, but yeah.
No problem.
I'm happy with the
It
kidnap.
was so good.
It was I'm sorry. I'm thankful for the kidnap arc. Was not what I expected, but it was fun. It was great. Awesome. Like, hell, we're gonna make this look like an accident. So, yeah. Though that
We
was
tied it all together.
yeah.
We're all linking
Yes.
up in the same story now.
Yeah, though I will say there will be a lot more heat on Datuete because he technically kidnapped two people. He might be excommunicated and blood hunted because of what he did. I hope that
What?
I hope you're ready.
No, this was all to draw out Rigon, diba? Diba itim?
No,
Exactly.
it's to draw out the court.
Don't hate me.
They might if they don't understand what it is you're doing. So just be careful. Be careful. Make sure
But
they understand.
I'm just a little boy. Yeah,
It's alright, Tim. I'm a spin doctor. Meaning I can spout bullshit and they'll believe me.
I believe in
Yeah,
you.
Hell
going
yeah.
out there. Going out there is where we go, you know? Yeah, that's what
Listen-
you do.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm
Yeah,
holding
listen
on by my
to-
clan.
Yeah, we're being smart, you know? And
It's
that's what
not
we're doing.
okay. In my defense, Jesus came at me first.
Well, I never thought I'd hear that in a sentence. That's so. Jesus came at me first.
Quote unquote. Yeah, the character made in the fictional game, who is technically not the same guy.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay,
Praise
so
the Lord.
we're gonna raid out to somebody playing
Yes.
wait, I'm actually thinking, do we raid somebody playing Satisfactory or somebody's playing Mouthwash?
Oh.
Mouthwash.
No.
Excuse me, Metaphor. That is.
Fantasio, that new Persona game.
Oh,
Or a game from the guy that made Persona.
okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna raid that one. I like Persona. I'm gonna be playing Persona soon, so thank you. Oh, yeah, I know. Manila looks like a penis. It's funny.
What?
Yeah.
I was looking at it.
Yes. Someone noticed. It does look like a penis. It looks very phallic. I pointed it out in the first session. I realized too late when I uploaded it. Okay. We'll just go. Jesus got punched, right? No, that's probably two. I just realized, that's not something we want to. We'll just go. Manila Vampire raid. Manila Vampires. We'll just keep it. We'll keep it neutral. You know, it's just so that it's not spicy. There you just use that. And be nice to Crocodilus. He's a really cool dude, and I really like Persona games. I'm gonna be playing Persona soon, for Hopemas. So I hope you guys enjoy that for most of December, because we're gonna be playing next year in January. So I'll see the kids next year. You guys behave and be nice and all that fun stuff. Yeah, we'll see you guys. I'll see you
I
guys next stream.
just realized.
Yun naman.
Okay, sige then, ma.
Bye.
Bye. Yes, we.